You're listening to littlepodcast.com. Because there's not really such a thing as a flushable
There's no such thing
wipe.
as a flushable wipe. Oh, I just want that Underclean.
Oh man, God, this whiskey is subpar.
Pregnant Elsa loses her dress. Spider-Man vs. Joker. Harley Quinn, Big Butt, Paw Patrol, superheroes fun.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 238. I'm your host, joined by my lovely co-hosts.
Hi, I'm TV's Matt Haig.
And I'm radio's TJ May.
All right. TJ May.
Yes.
How's it going?
It's going.
It's good. That's good to hear. I think that this week we have the most video game stuff that's happened in a while, so we'll have to get some insight from you. I mean, I don't even know where to begin.
I mean, there's a lot of places to start.
Yeah.
Let's start with the stuff we know the least about, I guess.
All right, Taco Bell will finally take its fried chicken taco shells nationwide.
What? What? I want it. I want it.
Yeah, the shell is made of fried chicken.
That's Matt was telling me about this.
This is a hard breaking news that I'm bringing to the podcast this week.
Dun, 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 dun. Wait, can I get do you have a news sting? There it is. What's up?
That looks awesome. I'm looking at the picture right now, and I mean, it kind of looks like someone flattened like one of the patties from the old Double Down.
Yep.
On KFC, and then just made that into a taco.
Yeah,
that's
meat
in the taco because the shell is your meat.
Yeah. So yeah. It's like a taco.
I feel like there should be like beef in the taco though.
Oh man, I don't know. That might be too much.
Or
I would
duck.
No, steak. Throw steak in that. I do
Throw
steak and chicken.
in there.
You know what? We gotta get chicken.
They should put Totino's pizza rolls in them.
Yep, just the ultimate. Yeah, that'd be great. I want it. Yeah, so it's just basically a taco shell. Instead of a taco, it's a fried chicken curved into a taco form with the like regular ingredients. It looks like some sort of ranch dressing or something, or some sort of.
Yeah, it's an avocado ranch sauce.
Ooh, okay, and then just lettuce, tomato, cheese.
Yep.
I think that looks neat. I'd try that.
Yeah,
I absolutely would.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's going nationwide soon, so we'll be able to try it. Although this is August 4th. This came out, so we'll see when it's able to do that.
It says coming in 2017.
Oh, 2017. All right, so they're working on it.
What I'm probably gonna have
trying to get the technology.
I'm probably gonna have to. I really want to Frankenstein this thing because I can make this amazing. So let's start with a double-decker taco.
Okay.
We're going to replace the inner shell with Doritos Locos.
Okay, yeah.
So you have soft shell outside, refried beans in between the two shells, the hard shell inside that. Put the chicken shell inside that.
Oh,
throw
boy.
some steak and the regular toppings. And that sounds amazing.
Is there any way we can add some mac and cheese to this?
I think nacho cheese sauce would be better. But
you could add mac and cheese if you went to the KFC Taco Bell hybrids, because I think they have mac and cheese as a side.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, let's go all out with the KFC motif on this and throw some mashed potatoes and gravy and mac and cheese and coleslaw on it.
I'm all about that.
It's totally been a while since It's totally been a while since
I was working at Starbucks. We had 1 year after, like around holiday time, we had a special grandma's Thanksgiving turkey leftovers sandwich that had like turkey and gravy and stuffing and cranberries and basically everything from a Thanksgiving meal on top of it. Green beans.
Wow.
Let's do that, but in a taco form.
TJ, I think I know what you're going to say.
I didn't think we were going to hashtag hack the menu this soon.
That's right. We're back to it.
But now the menus are coming pre-hacked. It's like, how do you hack this?
That's true.
Well, do what I did. I will totally find a way to do that. Or in a pinch, just do a double-decker taco. Take off the additional stuff. Take off the leave the ground beef, but
or
take off the lettuce and cheese, and then get one of these and just put that inside.
some postmodern hacking is order like the fried chicken shell taco, but substitute out a normal soft shell for it, and substitute out the special avocado ranch for like some beef.
Yeah.
That's a taco supreme, and you pay more for it.
Yeah, they're like.
I'm just trying to hack outside the menu here.
I mean, that's like the trend though nowadays. Is like we're gonna make ridiculous food items because like the only people that go to fast food, not the only people, but if people are gonna go to fast food and not eat healthy, they might as well get something stupid ridiculous.
Or they'll go and try to win a PlayStation VR and not get the fucking correct entry box thing with their meal.
I've tried 3 times.
I've tried twice.
Oh yeah, I've told the story.
Systemic problem, is it?
But my brother won
one.
He won a PS4 from one of those.
I wish he was dead.
Wow.
Was it a Destiny PS4 or the gold one?
It was the Destiny PS4. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm loving the menu hacking. Well, okay. I've got to find out a menu hack that we can give to the audience now that we brought it up. So I'm going to find one that we haven't gone into. Hashtag hack the menu. Let's see here. This is the crazy coupon lady says 23 fast food menu hack.
Okay, how about you give us one and then we'll riff on it and make it better.
I did watch a video about how to get Taco Bell stuff for about 30% off.
Yeah.
Do you have to pretend to be a disabled veteran?
No. You basically order other menu items and then just add certain things, and you end up paying less than the item that it's emulating.
Mm-hmm.
And you get like a ton of spit for free with that too.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay, so we got some pretty interesting hacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's some good menu saving hacks. Here's the number one. I went to this restaurant this week, so this is a good old fashioned hack for Chipotle, right? All right.
Okay.
So anytime you order anything in Chipotle, also I hate these people because they make the line go slower, but this is the way to do it. Basically, every time they like ask you what you want in your burrito, like just know what stuff extra is free. Like they won't ask you if you want the fajita veggies, but you can throw those in for free, or lettuce. But the key here is that when you ask for rice, you know, like which kind of rice, if you say both, they generally give you more than half a scoop with each one. Or if you say like 2 different kind of meats, they'll do that, and they generally give you about a scoop and a half of meat total. Same with the beans. Same with everything, basically. So just order 2 of everything, and they won't increase the cost of your burrito, but it makes it way bigger. I've totally done this before. But I usually do it with, not the meat, but with the beans and the salsas. I like to double those up, so I get more beans and salsa. But yeah, man. Fuck yeah. That's it.
I wish I had
Hashtag hack the
menu sound effect for that.
That's okay.
But I don't. So.
Oh, there you go.
The menu shattering.
Subway hack. Oh, well, that's not a hack.
Is it saying order without bread?
No, it's saying, you know, like instead of ordering 2 6-inches, order a foot long and then have them split it and then customize each side. I'm like, I guess. I think that the price of a foot long, though, nowadays is the same as 2 6-inches combined, usually.
It's close.
So, like, I don't know. Whatever. Let's see here.
Whatever, man.
I know if you want to get the old pizza sub at Subway, if you go to places that don't actually do it, just order the Italian, which comes with pepperoni and Genoa salami, and then just ask to add marinara.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then the number one menu hack, though, and this says for Wendy's, but any place, if you want fresh fries, like you don't want to get a fucking handful of fries, Order
no
fries,
salt.
no salt, because then they have to make a special batch just for you, and they won't get mad about it because that's a pretty common order. Because some people have sodium, they can't have too much. So they're like, and then you just get salt packet and sprinkle it on there, shake it up, and then you have like fresh out of the boiler fries. Yeah. Anyway, do you guys hear that
What?
in the background?
Sounds like a bird screaming.
Yeah, it's my cats. They have a toy. I'm gonna go take care of that real quick because it's loud, and I need to get another drink. So you guys discuss amongst yourselves your lives.
So Matt, what have you been up to lately?
I've been playing PewDiePie's YouTuber simulator for the iPhone.
I heard it's pretty
And
fun.
I have way more subscribers on that than I do in real life. That makes me a little bit sad. Yeah, it's like it's basically just like resetting timers. But they gamify it enough to where it's fun. And there's a lot of like customization. It's kind of like just like an avatar customization / timer resetting game. That's like YouTube simulator.
Yeah, John sent me an invite to that Line Rangers game. Just kind of a tower defense, but level up your characters thing. That's been eating up my time. It's both boring and really addicting at the same time.
This is like idle hands stuff is dangerous though.
I know, it's horrible.
To the point now where I just want to do it while I'm at work and stuff. Get in trouble.
I mean, I kind of make Twitter a game, especially because I don't get crap for likes and whatnots on Twitter anymore. But I did just break the 1,000 tweets landmark.
I don't think I know how to use Twitter.
You're not missing much, but
like I've never went and just read it as a consumer. I've like posted to it, and sometimes people will respond to that, but like whenever I go to the home feed, it just is this like fucking noise storm. Like,
I'm definitely close to that, but I'm only following 40 people, so it's very manageable. I did tell myself that I would only follow as many people as are already following me, but I've already blasted past that.
We're just talking about social media strategy.
You know what I think about cats is they're like children. They're like my children, except for that they don't love me as much, and they'll eat my face if I die.
And
they'll never ever support you.
And unlike children, you won't get as many nasty looks for kicking them.
That's true. So I have mistakenly poured the wrong whiskey here. You hear the clink? This is a Yahara Bay Distillery whiskey, and
that sounds horrible.
It's not very good. I thought I was pouring my 10-year bourbon that I have. That's like just
the Bullet.
No, it's some other.
Oh, Bullet's got a good 10-year too.
It does. It does.
So John, should we tease what we did last weekend? A little bit of a little tease, just a little bit of a tickly tease.
That's just not good. It's okay, the Yahara Bay whiskey, but yeah, it's not anything to write home about. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Let's tease. We went to a haunted house.
We went on a ghost adventure.
But it wasn't a real haunted house. I mean, like...
Well, it wasn't like a theatrical haunted house.
It was a real haunted house. How about that? Not one of those tourist traps.
Yeah.
It
It
was interesting.
I don't want to say too much about it, but it was very cool. It had a lot of history, and the caretaker had a lot of very cool stories. And he had the kind of like storyteller's demeanor where you just kind of like get lost and you just like, just talk at me for a while.
I'm going to tell you a billion really interesting real ghost stories. And you're like, shit, man, that's cool. And we got it all. And we also had to be made sure we were okay before we went in.
Oh yeah, we did a cleansing.
He performed a cleansing ritual,
sage, I think,
on us to make sure we weren't bringing any negative vibes into the house. I guess there had been some...
so now I've got like over 4 hours of audio from that.
Yeah.
And I think I think I'm gonna go about editing it the proper way, which is the most work intensive way, where you just transcribe the whole thing with time codes, and like usually some place like Radiolab will have interns to do that for them. But I think I'm just gonna do that Sunday, and then you have this big text document that you can kind of like cut and paste and like move stuff around.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be all highly produced like that.
I'm excited. That'll be Matt's
I think it'll be
magnum
fun.
opus.
I've always wanted to make a radio show like that where it's super edited and has like transition sounds and
it's just
underscoring and stuff.
So much.
Well, like maybe it'll be a once a year thing.
Yeah, just every once in a while, try a little.
If it really sucks to do it, maybe it'll just be a once thing.
I'm sure it'll be like I've learned a lot of lessons on how to make this easier. Let's, But I think it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to listeners getting to hear that one.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
We'll send that out, and we'll send it to him. And I remember specifically at the end, he was like, "Don't make me look like an idiot with the editing."
Yeah, don't make me sound like a crazy person.
And it's like, why would anyone do that? That would be such a dick thing to do. Like, yeah, there are people that definitely do stuff like that, though. They just want to get that kind of thing, but definitely not.
My goal in editing is going to be to make us sound like idiots and to make him just like show.
Wow.
Like his stuff probably won't be edited very much at all. I might like trim it down, but like
pick.
It was interesting enough to listen to that I don't think I'll have to chop it very much.
Yeah, just pick the best of the best stories.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Cool. So I don't know what else we want to say other than it was really neat, and I'm hoping the audio sounds good. I don't know if you caught any EVPs, but
I haven't gone through it yet. The audio sounds good.
Oh, that's good. So we can hear.
I checked it.
There's some moments where we went into a lot of the rooms and we would talk and then be silent for a good 30 seconds, so maybe we can hear if we can hear any ghost whispering. Which would be neat. Probably not, but I don't know if you caught the ones that he was playing for us. Maybe you can.
Yeah, I got those.
Cool. Sprinkle some of those in. So people can hear that. So I don't know. It's neat. It was neat. Whether you are a ghost believer or not, at least is interesting to hear about this man's, thing. And he was just like, I wouldn't have believed it until I lived here for, 10 years. And it's seen all this weird shit happen. So, interesting.
And there were adorable cats there. Super friendly cats.
That was probably the bonus of the trip. Then he had two adorable cats, Merlin and I forget the other one's name.
Miss P, but I don't remember what it was short for.
Yeah, Merlin was a black cat, and he was adorable and would walk into the room that we were standing in and just roll around on the floor. We're like, yeah, he likes guests. So yeah, that was a neat experience, definitely. So people can look forward to that. Well, I got to talk about. I'll start with what I've been doing.
Oh yeah.
What have you been doing, John?
Well, speaking of ghostly things, I watched the movie The Blair Witch Project for the first time.
The original.
Lauren wanted to watch it because I had never seen it, so I was like, "All right."
I don't think I've ever seen it all the way through.
It's really interesting. It's kind of like good, because they kind of go with the found footage aspect pretty deeply.
Yeah.
And there's
even now where we're like saturated with found footage, it's still good. It still holds up.
It's the most found footage feeling one of all. Like,
all right.
Like it's like really. I mean, like they filmed it with a black and white film camera for because they're going out to film a documentary or something. And so they have that footage, and then they have like a I'm trying to think of what it's called. Just the little cassette tape, like handhelds from like the late 90s.
Like a Sony Handycam.
Yeah, like a Handycam, exactly. Mm-hmm. And so they kind of split between the footage of those two. But it feels as real as you can get, because, I mean, like, there's no, like, staged angles or anything. I mean, it's literally just like, I mean, the way that, I guess the way that it was produced was that you kind of just threw them out in the woods and were like, all right, record stuff. Here's the thing. Like, I don't know. It's a pretty neat way to make a movie. Let me see if I can get some.
Have you seen VHS?
No, but I heard it was good. What's that about?
It's what do you call it when there's a bunch of different directors?
Collaboration.
Yeah, I guess, like, compilation kind of. It's a series of short films by a bunch of different directors, and they're all found footage style horror movie type things. And there's like a frame story that holds them all together too.
Okay,
some are better than others, but it's pretty cool.
This is pretty cool. So I want to read to you how they filmed this movie. Filming began October 1997, lasted 8 days. Most of the movie was filmed in Seneca Creek State Park in Montgomery County, Maryland, although a few scenes were filmed in the real town of Burkittsville. Some of the townspeople interviewed in the film were not actors, and some were planted actors unknown to the main cast. The final scenes were filmed in the historic Griggs House in Granite, Maryland. One of the actors had never operated a camera before and had to learn how before the main lady had never operated a camera before, and she had to learn how to use a camera. And she modeled her character after a director she once worked with. During the filming, the actors were given clues as to their next location through messages given in milk crates found with GPS systems that they had. They were given individual instructions that would help use them to improvise the action of the day. So they had teeth they got from a dentist to use as human remains at one point. So, like, basically they gave these actors a bunch of, like, food, and basically, the directors moved the characters a long way during the day, harassing them by night and depriving them of food. They literally were like, all right, go out, film a camp thing, and then, like, we're going to give you, like, coordinates of a milk crate that will tell you, like, what you need to talk about at this moment. Like, so it was very much, like, improvised.
Fuck with you.
And real. Yeah, so they tried to make like, real reactions they could get. And, like, and they were talking, like, the actors were talking about, like, there's moments where they're just, like, yelling at each other because they're lost, and they're like, we were just desperate. We're like, it's been raining, and we haven't eaten well in, like, 3 days. We haven't taken a shower, and we're just angry. And I was like, yeah, man, you see that in the movie. Like, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like, they did a really good job making it feel different and weird. But I liked it. It's just really interesting. I'd highly recommend checking it out as like a.
I'll have to check it out because I've only seen like a TV version, and I started it halfway through.
Yeah.
By the way, the word I was trying to think of earlier was anthology. VHS is an anthology.
Yeah. Like, I don't... So, like... And so then they're like, we gotta make a sequel.
So they made it completely different.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's
just like a by-the-numbers horror thing.
Yeah, I mean, the reception was just like... Yeah, like, Roger Ebert gave the first film 4 out of 4 stars. He gave the second one 2 stars. And he was just like... Not interesting at all. Like, the first one was really interesting, and then so why would you do that? And just so you know that the Book of Shadows Blair Witch Project 2, the soundtrack has a Nickelback song on it.
Oh god.
It has Pod on it, Godhead song, Marilyn Manson song, System of a Down, Rob Zombie. You know what you're getting into there. Exactly. Yeah, they got some of that shit in there. So, yep. Yeah, so I don't know. I would recommend checking that out. Turn the lights off. It makes you basically want to never go camping.
I never want to go outside anyway.
Because you're just like, these guys are just like, we're going out in the woods. And then, like, they just are being creepily harassed and stuff stolen from them. And, yeah. Check it out. Ah, fuck.
Where can I find it? Where'd you guys watch it?
It was on Hulu.
Hulu?
It was on Netflix, but now it's on Hulu.
I get those login details.
Get your own Hulu, man. We'll talk after the show.
All right. I'm already borrowing an account to watch Westworld. So
man. Has your roommate moved out yet?
No, not yet.
I saw he was being very nice to you.
Yep.
He was like, hey, I need to find another place to stay because I've been here for a while.
But it's like the rent is going to go up on a linear scale until he moves out. Every month it's going to cost $100 more.
I see.
Yeah. I watched these presidential debates, and then I was like thinking about economy stuff and incentivizing behavior. So
I see how it is. He's just like, I'm gonna make it. So he's not doing it out of the good, not only out of the goodness of his heart, but also it's gonna cost him more. So
yeah, eventually
enough.
It'll just be enough to rent my shitty half of a living room as it would to get like an actual studio apartment.
Yeah, nice.
So I've got something to say to Mercury if he's listening to all this.
Sure.
Mercury, please come back on the show at least once before you leave.
Well,
please.
Yeah.
He ain't leaving apparently.
We've got a biteling army that wants to hear your voice.
Yeah.
And can I have your cat? Can I keep your cat, please?
I just want to say to Tyler, or Mercury, sorry. Mercury. It's going to take a while for me to get used to that.
Yeah.
You've known him longer.
That's true. I've known him as Tyler for far longer than I knew him as Mercury by many
I've
years.
fucked that up so many times.
It's all right. We'll get it. It's going to take a while. But anyway, I just want to say that you got a lot of lingo in your chosen hobby profession. Like, what the hell is hetero-romantic female friends? What does that even mean? We're just hetero, right?
Those are women that are heterosexual.
Why wouldn't you just say that?
And romantic means that you spend some time dealing the doodle doos, but
you see, John, when a man and a woman really
I understand that, but what? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just there's a lot of lingo whenever I'm on Facebook. I see
your first mistake. Never go on Facebook.
I see Mercury post something, and it's literally. Lauren and I looked through Mercury's profile, if you're listening, and it was probably about 2 months ago was the last post he made that didn't have anything to do with burlesque. So it was like, jeez, man, he's living the lifestyle. But he a lot of oiled up dudes on his profile pictures and whatnot. Mm-hmm. He knows what he's about. Yeah, I'd love to have him back on though. It's an open invite.
For a wedding gift, I got him a 1 pound bulk glitter thing.
Well, there you go. That's the way to do it. You got to buy it in bulk.
Proud of myself for that.
Well, you save money when you buy it in bulk.
Yeah, and you're gonna use it. I mean, you never have glitter left over.
No, you just how does he do the glitter? Does he just?
Well, I think he uses it to make costumes and stuff. But he was also will glue it on himself and patterns and things. like on his skin.
Yeah.
So it's multi-use. And so when I was shopping for it, I was like, I don't know if there's like special glitter you have to get to go on skin. Is there like specific burlesque glitter, or like what if it has like lead in it or something? Because I'm ordering this from China.
Uh-huh.
And then I think fucking did it.
He'll be fine. I think what he needs to do is just make like, you ever make like fried chicken or whatnot? Like he needs a dredge.
Yeah, you smash it and then you like form that into a taco shell.
No, he needs to dredge. So what he needs is like a big tub of water, right? And he rolls around on that, and then he gets out of that and goes into the tub of glitter and rolls around in that.
Oh yeah,
liquid. Many ideas
to get an even coating. Just to get an even coating, Liquid
before salad to have a nice, nice coating before you jump into the deep fryer.
Well, what he needs to do is go to the water, and then the glitter, and then to the egg bath, and then back to the glitter again to get that double coating.
And then when does the flour come on?
Oh, afterwards, and then we throw them into a giant deep fryer.
Yeah, don't forget to put a little bit of garlic salt in that flour.
Oh yeah. Paprika, garlic salt, 11 herbs and spices. We know them. I mean, the Colonel's secret recipe is out. We talked about it.
And I'm just really craving fabulous chicken now.
I know. I had Chick-fil-A today for lunch.
I had Chick-fil-A for the first time yesterday.
Because
I realized that I've never had it before, so I went to try it. It was all right.
Turns out they make a good fried chicken, or good chicken like sandwich and stuff.
I had chicken Alfredo pizza.
they come to my work.
Hey, hi Breton.
Oh hey, we got chatter. Yeah, but they actually come to my work with food. Hack the Mercury. That's it. Hashtag hack the Mercury. Double layered glitter Mercury. Let's get it done. Oh man, God, this whiskey is subpar, but I'm making it through. Ooh.
I'd like to thank our new sponsors, Yahara Bay Distillery, for all of the.
It's just not great.
Do you think we get Bullet to like sponsor us and give us some free bourbon?
Let's see if I'm gonna look at Whiskey Advocate and see what they rate the Yahara Bay Distillery whiskey. Yeah. Maybe it's just me.
About time somebody advocates for the whiskey. Nobody's ever looking for it.
Yahara Bay. Oh my God, I'm clickety clacking. Distillery reviews. Thank you. Oh, I don't want Google reviews or TripAdvisor reviews. All right.
It doesn't end.
I've had enough of that.
No, it goes on quite a lot longer than that.
There's a bourbon.
See,
that's not what I have.
We can learn a lot from these turtles. Slow and steady.
Yeah.
Slow and steady.
Yahara Bay whiskey review. That's what I have. Yahara Bay whiskey. Apparently, they make a bourbon as well, which I'll have to try. Is there like a? Oh no! Everyone's reviewing the bourbon on their like websites. I don't want that. I want the regular whiskey. You know what? If you mix this with stuff, I'm sure it'll be good. But
like Drano.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just
Sleeping Pills and red wine.
The bourbon is probably a lot better. I'm gonna say. Oh God damn it! It's a fucking website. Let me. There we go. Producer owner. All right, here we go. Here's the review. Unrated. They're mostly unrated.
Does that mean they're sexy?
It must be single barrel malt whiskey. This is the one. Yeah, it's not been reviewed. All right. So anyway, if you're gonna get a craft whiskey,
our
get
whiskey review.
It has
segment of the week.
Okay, so I'm going to cross out Blair Witch Project because we already talked about that. And let's move on to Adam. What have you been up to?
I'm too stoned to do this.
Oh, man.
I smoke weed in a house party.
Smoke weed every day.
Get that paper.
Yeah, Adam... I have a question. Did you edit that all together as like an Adam super mix?
No, they're all in the Adam row of my soundboard.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you just have an Adam
They're
section.
all separate buttons.
Got it. I was wondering if you like mix that ahead of time for if John mentions Adam, we got to do that. But barring Adam not being here, Matt, what are you doing with your life lately?
Well, you were gone for this, but I talked about PewDiePie's YouTube simulator a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard that game was bad.
It's fun. Well, it's like click here to reset the timer, and also you can customize stuff, and that's basically the whole game. But the skin that it's dressed up in is pretty fun, and it doesn't have any of the horrible like free to play trappings that this stuff normally has. So it's like it's a good idle hands game.
Oh, it's Trimps. It's just Trimps.
Is it really?
I don't know what that is.
That's like the problem I have with like these games is like there's so many like this, and like I don't know. This one seems like the most sad of all of them.
This one is just like the specific wish fulfillment that I'm looking for right now. Because see, on the game,
why don't you
I
just
have
do it,
14,000 subscribers. And
why don't you just?
I've got so many keyboards and.
Why wouldn't you just do that, Matt?
But I only have like.
I mean, this just looks like Bitcoin billionaire to me.
Subscribers in real life.
You have how many? 470?
In real life, but on here I have like 14,000.
Yeah, but you've got more than just YouTube too.
There's an eagle that brings me presents. Oh, hey. So, I think I mentioned on here that my Fallout theme went like bonkers on Spotify.
Yeah.
I finally got signed up for their artist insights, and I guess it like is getting a bunch of plays from their like daily or the like weekly suggestions playlist thing that automatically adapts to people.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, how do I make that happen again? How do I get back on there? Because it's like thousands of views are coming from that thing or listens, I guess.
Well, next thing you need is an Undertale song.
Yeah.
So that's the next part.
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's remix.
Yep.
I've been working on Westworld though.
Wow.
So that's probably gonna be next.
Something Game of Thrones related, because I know that's about to
when the new season starts up. You want to have something ready to go.
Yep.
But with long running stuff like Game of Thrones, I ran into this when I was looking up stuff to do for YouTube videos. Like if it's something that's been around for a long time, people have already done the covers for that. So you're not gonna get on the search results on YouTube for a Game of Thrones cover because there's stuff that has like 5 years of views built up already. So I need you guys to tell me what's going to be the next big thing so that I can get there before it happens.
First of all, you could always, instead of doing a cover, either do an inspired by song, which is what everyone does for Five Nights at Freddy's. You can do that for Game of Thrones, or you can just do what Shmoyoho used to do, and just make a remix out of regular dialogue.
Okay.
There you go.
Like auto-tune the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and throw some dubstep in it.
I could make up lyrics to the Game of Thrones theme song.
I already have them. I've already made them up. It's time for Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, we're watching Game of Thrones. It's time. Yeah, I sing it every time the theme song comes on. So, I mean, I got that. I got my Mad Men theme song lyrics. I make up lyrics to most theme songs. I don't have a Westworld one though. I'll have to think of one. But
also, I need to practice like taking YouTube thumbnails of myself, like making an extreme facial expression on.
No, dude, all that SEO optimization. I hate that shit.
I just need to always have a face like, what just happened?
Or like have like dollar signs in your eyes because like, or like, let me just look at my YouTube like front page
or like,
and just see the nonsense
me,
that's
like,
happening.
just like making a dorky face like I'm yelling something, and then next to me like a very pretty girl looking annoyed at me.
Yeah,
And then
like,
Photoshop that on like a bright yellow background.
Like yeah, and then have like big, like Windows, like Microsoft Word art fonts, like taking up half the screen. And it's like kind of tilted at an angle.
You won't believe what happens next in this song.
And you want to have like, you know, your face with like some cartoon anime eyes over your eyes.
What if I wrote original songs for every BuzzFeed listicle?
That doesn't work. Original songs?
Yeah, but it'll be like
the internet's not about originality.
It'll just be like a list of it'll be a list of like what Disney princess you are. If you have these traits, you're this princess.
Speaking of the internet, not about originality. A couple weeks ago, I was basically just found myself back on YouTube, and I found this channel called Eva Gunner.
Okay.
Kind of looks like Silva Gunner.
Sure.
Basically, they do what are called high quality rips, which to the naked eye means, hey, they took songs from a video game and just ripped them, and you can listen to those songs.
Uh-huh.
But no, they basically just memified everything and either like do mashups with actual songs. A lot of times it's like dumb songs, like, you know, All Star, you know, Smash Bros. All Star.
Wait, I thought you said dumb songs.
Fair enough. But sometimes they actually do a hybridization where they take the sound font from the video game song and take the melody and change it to the meme song.
Mm-hmm.
And usually just about every song that they do has at least some reference to Flintstones in it. But yeah, the channel supposedly shut down, in quotes, about 3 weeks ago. But with their random upturn in subscribers over the past 2 weeks, they're starting to do more stuff. So, but yeah, it's just
What's the name of that channel?
Eva Gunner. S-I
Gunner.
capital I-V-A capital Gunner. Also sometimes known as Giva Sunner, where they just switch the S and the G.
Yeah.
They have
I'm writing it down.
I just want to say this. The optimization of the thumbnails is fucking the dumbest shit in the world.
Yeah.
Like, there is absolutely no way
that
that it makes any difference. I mean, if you look at popular YouTubers that do that, yeah, and then you look at popular YouTubers like H3H3, Ethan. I mean, he puts videos out with just an image of his face with no, like, or someone's face with nothing on it. And they have 3 million views.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret.
Like,
I'm gonna
it's
drop
like
some more YouTube truth bombs on you.
It doesn't matter what you're fucking
Tagging your videos, it doesn't do shit.
No, nothing does anything.
The tags that you add are only for advertisers.
Yeah, it's just
trying
dumb.
to figure out what ad to put on your video.
Yeah,
and they populate that stuff with comments anyways if anyone's actually watching your stuff.
Yeah, it's just dumb. People want to watch interesting shit, and if you make interesting shit, they'll watch it. Like the SEO stuff just seems like you might like pull in someone, but they're gonna be like, oh, I don't want to watch this shit, and they'll stop. Like they're not going to like.
The videos that I've put no effort into like trying to figure out, like the ones that I put up before I realized that there were people who tried to like game the system, and I tried to figure out how to do that. Those perform way better than any of the ones where I tried to like specifically engineer the tags and the metadata and the release and the title and blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
like it's just a total crapshoot what ends up taking off and what doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, it turns out YouTube's basically a pile of shit. I mean, it really is just a mess. Like,
so what I guess I'm trying to say to everybody is go on Spotify.
Yeah.
Make a playlist like with one of my songs chosen at random, and then like 10 other random songs from other artists. Yeah. Put it on loop, and then just go to work. Just like leave for the day.
Yeah.
And I'll get that paper.
Get that paper.
You got to disguise it. You got to make sure that there's a bunch of other artists mixed in there on a playlist. so that they don't know.
Yeah.
And don't tell them about this podcast.
No.
Trial.
Trial.
I know Mr. Spotify is a big podcast listener.
No, I just want to mention that because I think that they actually probably talked about this on their own page, but oh my god, I want to say the video game writing website that I go to sometimes, and I'm trying to figure out how to look at my subscriptions on YouTube, and they seems to have made it horrible. Like when you hit okay, it's on the left side. I was like, I want to find a specific channel.
It's also right on the top too.
Not anymore, apparently.
Home trending subscriptions, I see it right there.
Oh no, I know, but what shows up when you do subscriptions is just every single thing you're subscribed to thrown into one giant ridiculous
you talked
feed.
about your individual channels. Yeah,
I want to look up a channel. God damn it! And it doesn't do it in any sort of order that makes sense.
Hack the YouTube.
At least on my Roku, it does it in alphabetical order, which sometimes is annoying because, like, that's not how I watch stuff. But like, whatever algorithm it uses to decide what can go like first is that. But I just want to say, like, they actually have done this as sort of a joke. But so Polygon.com, they have a series called SEO Play, basically, where they basically try and like make the most like search engine optimized like videos possible. So they have like complete with like the thumbnails with ridiculous shit and like questions that are like top 6 questions you wanted to learn about like this. You know what I mean? Like, and the videos all have like 4,000 views. So
like video titles, ellipses.
Yeah, it's dumb because like. And then you look at the best series that they have, which is Monster Factory, and those all have like 400,000 views because they're really good and funny. And that's how you get views. Not by trying to trick people into watching your video with a flashy thumbnail. So, yeah, that's really it. Also, make sure your video title is a question because people want to know the answer, so they'll have to tune in. That's my hit. So
this is John's YouTube tips of the week.
I still have 0 videos.
I have many videos and 4,000 views total across all of them.
I'm getting to the point now where I'm just gonna like try to release songs consistently, and then I'll make videos whenever I have the time because, like, waiting 6 months to complete a video before I start the next song is not a good business practice.
No, I think you should get that music out to get that paper, and then
get that paper. I'll get that paper.
Get that paper.
Thank you.
And put it up because it's a lot faster to get it for sale and get it up on SoundCloud and stuff, and then try and share it that way. And then, like, if I have something I really want to highlight, try and make a video out of it.
Yeah, I just want to bring this up. I'm plugging Ethan H3H3 a lot here. I like the guy. Did you see the recent thing that he found? So he's kind of rags
the
on
gummy rat.
No, he can't. Oh god, the gummy rat thing is a bit ridiculous. I can't watch that. That's like I'm triggered by that voice. But no. So he put out a video called "How Pranksters Are Ruining Society," and so Joey Salads, well-known internet YouTube personality who does like quote-unquote social experiments, which is what they call pranks now. And he had a prank which was, what happens if you leave a car covered in Donald Trump stickers in a black neighborhood? And then, he does a video, and a bunch of black guys come out and just destroy the car with like crowbars and shit. And like, Ethan's like, how I like had a video where he did a Black Lives Matter thing where he was like, I'm going to go to a black neighborhood and say all lives matter and then see what happens, and people just would chase him or like punch him or whatever. And he was like, that's fake. Obviously this is fake. Like, this is being set up. This is ridiculous and stupid and racist, like, to do this, and it's fake. And people are like, it's not fake, you're an idiot. Like, this is the way the real world works. And so he did this video, Joey Salads did, and of course he did not know that a person living in an apartment across from there filmed him filming this video, showing all of the black guys that you see go and destroy it, standing behind him, waiting for their cue to come up and start. I mean, 1,000% obviously fake. Like, holy shit. And so then, like, this kind of blew up, and, like, I mean, it's just the most awful shit. I think he goes in the comments about, like, people saying the most awful stuff about black people in the comments. It's like, you're making people do this. Like, you're triggering this out of people. It's a terrible thing to do. And that's it. I don't know. I like some of the stuff he does. You know, he's a funny guy, and he likes to roast idiots on YouTube. So I gotta love that. But that guy's fucking terrible. Like, that you would do that is just like in the
Whatever
climate.
Happened to the pranks where, like, at the end, Ashton Kutcher came on and gave you a hug.
Oh yeah, no, like the YouTube prank scene. Well, I mean, it's been done to death. If you want to know about the YouTube prank scene, just go to H3 Productions. He has pretty much ripped apart every single prankster on here. I mean, like, the shit's just literally like, let's go into a black neighborhood and try and steal someone's cell phone out of their hands. What a crazy prank that is. Like, it's like horrible, like super terrible. So yeah, but anyway, never again with that guy. Stop. You're a horrible person. Anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to bring a little light into the YouTube world. Thanks, Matt, for talking about something for 1 second and then me completely railroading your discussion.
Oh, that's fine. The important thing is that everyone remembers to go to Spotify. Put one of my songs.
What if I don't use Spotify because I don't like it?
You can get the free version that plays on shuffle.
Nah, I don't want to use Spotify.
You don't even have to do it like when you go to work. You can do it in the other room when you're going to bed. Or like if you have some sort of like tantric meditation practices, just have that going on in the background.
Matt, what if I don't like Spotify because they don't support local artists?
They do, though. Most of my money comes from Spotify streams. Well, not most of my money. Most of my music money comes from that. I was actually surprised when that surpassed, like, iTunes downloads, at least for me, are just like nothing.
Yeah, because nobody downloads music anymore. Everyone just streams
downloads anything anymore, yeah.
Yeah. But it does suck because the streams pay jack shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, especially for indie bands.
When I say it's a lot of money for me, it's like $30 for a month or something like
it's
that.
Pocket
not
change.
Like the kind of thing where I could make a living from it.
It's maybe gas money for most of the month.
Yeah. It's an excuse to like be less careful with the amount of money I spend on music stuff from my day job.
Yeah, exactly. So PewDiePie Simulator, if you want to get PewDiePie more money that he desperately needs, download his app, buy a lot of credits in it.
Well, you can watch ads for stuff. So
that's how he makes the money.
Fuck it.
I hate that shit. Anyway, it sounds exactly like Bitcoin Billionaire.
It probably. But it's very non-invasive, all that stuff. Like, you don't have to participate in the pay-to-play bullshit if you don't want to.
I'm not interested. I play Line Rangers. That's all I do.
Oh, yeah, you got me to that.
Oh, man, that game. I don't know if I want to get into that. We'll talk about that in a later episode. I dropped like $30 into it recently.
I'm not at the point where I need to spend money, not even on live. So
it was my birthday. No, you don't have to spend money in that at all, actually, TJ. Like, once you get enough rubies up to buy your first, like, 6 to 8 star guy, and then just level that guy up, you can kind of wreck shop.
I gotta get enough coins for upgrades, though, in order to actually make my...
Yeah, that's an issue.
My max... Crystals? Is it crystals?
Yeah, it's crystals. I think
crystal production. Yeah.
The max that you have when you start isn't enough to use. Like, I mean, I have heroes that need 1,900 gems to go,
and I can't even max to that yet.
I can't even max to that yet either. But I got a 8-star ultra evolved version 1 out of the machine with just
the gachas.
The gacha machine with the 50 ruby thing, and I had a thing that boosted it to level 100 because I had also gotten one of those. And then once I had that, I literally leveled everything in like the main story for like 4 whole sets. So like you just got to get lucky and get like and because that one only cost 900, so I could afford that.
So is it really a waste of time for me to grind the specific things to get those weird items that just pop?
What specific things?
So like in each set of 12 levels,
like
the first 4 item that can drop 3 times, second
the treasure items. Yeah, no, not that I've seen. Get to level 60 first, because then you unlock the laboratory that allows you to train your guys.
Okay,
and that's a really efficient way to level up guys. But I mean, like I said, like save up the rubies until you get like 200, and then get one of those packs that's like 6 to 8 heroes ones.
Yep.
And then you'll be set for a long time. Like, that's enough to get you, like, a really good crew. So, that's it, really. You just got to kind of work your way up. There was a point where I was, like, just sucked at the game, and I quit. And I was like... And then I just grinded a little bit more, and I figured out, oh, shit. Like, once you hit that tipping point, you really start burning. But anyway, that's enough of that game. It's too complicated to try and explain on the podcast. It's just, like, a tower defense. Not really. Like a base... hero.
It's a tower defense if your characters were line stickers mixed together with costume quest.
Yeah. And they just like head towards the enemy base and they fight in the middle, and then whoever wins. I don't know how to describe it, but they're cool. I like the little animations. I like the little guys' looks. It's fun. Anyway, we gotta move on. TJ, what have you been doing? What have you been playing?
I've been playing Mafia 3.
How's that?
Okay. I'm going to tell you that in the probably 6 or 7 hours I've already played of it, I'm enjoying the crap out of this game.
Yeah.
I love the characters. I love the story. I like doing the missions. But I am going to tell you that most people who have come back to my store, well, not most, but people who have already sold it back, their biggest complaint is the lack of diversity in missions. They just feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again. But just like I've played any other games, sometimes the gameplay is just what gets me to the next story piece, and I just keep wanting to do that. And
I mean, I've heard. So, what do you think about the racism in that game?
It's what I would expect from 1968 New Orleans.
Yeah, because they kind of built it as like this is like an integral part of the games. Like
the game would not be the same if it didn't have the proper of the time racism in there.
Yeah,
it really would not. I mean, everything from and this isn't going to spoil too much because you do this in the first like 10 minutes of the game. When you're going on that heist that changes everything, you know, that ends with the black mob dying. That's not really a spoiler. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
So yourself and Johnny from the Italian mob both get security guard outfits for the Federal Reserve that you're going to go invade. And as you go in, he lets you know, just let you know, I expect that I'm going to be saying these words. And he's like, it's not like I haven't heard that before. But like some of the stuff that you talk about is like, how did you get stuck with this guy? And like, oh, from advantage, that sort of stuff. It wouldn't work otherwise. It wouldn't have fit right. So it works perfect. And the fact that you are playing as this person who actually technically isn't black.
Yeah.
He's black in skin tone. He's half Dominican, half white.
Yeah.
So, but at the time, if you look black,
I was about to say that's all that mattered. Of course, was we're going to be terribly racist to you because you look like you could be.
I mean, you got everything in the game from Haitians to Cubans to every mix and match because we're talking New Orleans. It's a mix hole.
Yeah. Well, that's disappointing that the world was like that, but it's kind of interesting. I think I've heard people say that it's done in a manner that is well bracing, and it's like okay, they're just dropping N-bombs here. Like it's also like, but that's kind of the flavor of the immersion of the world they were trying to go for.
Yep.
So I think that's cool that they are trying to tackle such an interesting era and such a, without trying to gloss over kind of what the world was like then, especially, I mean, the Italian mafia were not the most civil rights oriented people.
No.
So, you kind of get the worst of it, I'm sure. But yeah, that's really interesting. I think that's cool. So you're liking it.
I'm liking it. And
that's good to hear.
I can't help to play this game the same way I play Watch Dogs, because there are some places in the game where you're able to install wiretaps, and when you install wiretaps, you can see all the little collectibles in the area. Mm-hmm. So I gotta get them collectibles.
Got it. So you're just basically just doing I'm gonna get every collectible, not just ridiculousness.
Yeah, it's everything from very erotic paintings to Playboys to hot rod magazines.
Oh, they have the Playboy covers and stuff still.
And actual pages scanned in the game. So you can actually look at them.
Yeah, they had that in the other one.
Yeah, Hot Rod magazine. What else is in there? You have to take down communist propaganda posters. That one's pretty fun. Yeah, your contact from the CIA, he is so anti-communism, and that's what starts that quest. But, no, it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the crap out of it.
That's cool. Let's move on to let's double up with TJ here. What's this you say? What do you want? You want a thing here?
Yes. Yeah, I'll keep it pretty short because my in-laws just got back from a camping trip.
Okay.
And
oh boy, what?
Yeah.
With this going on, I don't know if I want to hear this story now.
No, it's not even about the camping trip. I mean,
I would say I'm in total agreement with you already, though.
While they were, exactly. While they were there, the bathrooms and the showers were actually down because someone messed up with the whole interior plumbing.
Okay.
And on the way back, they just stopped at a rest stop, and at that particular rest stop, the toilets were also bidets.
Whoa!
And,
yes.
When I was described about the fact that I was like, okay, what's this button? Okay, this is front wash. Turn it on. It's a 3-minute front wash. And you could turn this on. This one's the 3-minute back wash. So you can kind of, I just want that Underclean. I really want that Underclean.
I just finished defecating and there's shit all over my ass. I guess just some plain dry paper will be good. Like, let's just wipe it with dry paper and nothing else. No, that's not okay. Why was that okay? Why is that the norm?
You can buy bidets to just hook on your toilet for not a lot of money.
I added on to my my Dollar Shave Club order for this month some of their Charlie's wet wipes.
Okay.
Mint. They're peppermint scented toilet wipes, flushable.
You use Dollar Shave Club because I totally do too.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're actually flushable?
Yeah, they are.
Because there's not really such a thing as a flushable wipe.
There's no such thing as a flushable wipe.
Because they do.
Enough.
Well, just wait till your toilet backs up.
Pressure. Look, I'm on the top floor.
Oh, so you're good. So the person below you will have the shit explosion that I had.
And if the people below me get a shit explosion, it just serves them right for that karaoke machine that they have.
Oh, I see how it is. You just...
But yeah,
shit rolls downhill, John.
Yeah.
But you can just...
Shave Club, I want their lather. They have a lather now. Because I don't like their face butter. It's not my thing.
Yeah, I don't use that. I just use cheap-ass Barbasol shave foam.
I don't shave. Gel. Man, we could get into a long talk about shaving.
Let's get into
because I am a beardman.
Hashtag clean shaven.
Hashtag hack your face.
Hack your face.
Don't hack your face. It's the opposite of what you're trying to do.
Okay. What are you doing here? You getting music?
We're being men.
Okay.
This is manly music.
This is manly NFL music. All right. I don't shave.
Fair use.
My skin all the way down. I don't shave to the skin. I have a beard. I'm a beardman. But I do shave the neck, to keep it trim. Mm-hmm. And I use scissors. I actually have a whatchamacallit, like a hair cutting scissors to to contour.
You've got a straight razor, right?
I use a straight razor for the neck, and I will not recommend a straight razor.
Unless if you're trying to make the best pies in London.
No, but a straight razor is really good. I would recommend like a safety razor, which is just a single blade, but it's easier to hold than a.
I've wanted to try one of those, but I've not tried one yet.
It works really well. You get the closest shave you can ever imagine. It is a lot more work. You can get yourself a nice badger hair brush, which is the best brush type. And then you buy the like soap pucks, and you splash a little water on your brush.
Badger hair?
Badger hair, yep. It's actual badger hair.
I thought like boar hair was the one to get.
No, badger hair. Badger hair is better.
Maybe boar hair
that's
for
what I've
hair,
heard.
like top of the head hair.
Oh, we got badger hair versus boar hair. Oh
Fight,
boy.
Fight.
Mortal
Kombat.
Let's see what the website classicshaving.com has to say. Oh my god, they have 1 million.
No, I don't want thop, goddammit. I'm a Dapper Dan man.
Alright, here we go. Yeah, you want a badger hair shaving brush, it says. The boar hair is far cheaper, and it works pretty much the same. So there you go. Boar bristles, called pure bristle and natural bristle, is preferred over synthetics because they're moderately priced. They work better than synthetic, but it's
We're
not the
getting into
best.
some mustache music now.
But you want badger. You can spend $40 to like $600, $800 on a badger bristle. If you got silver tip badger, it's the longest and most luxuriously supple of the badger bristles. But basically, the reason why you want the nice hair on the brush is that it holds the lather and foam and like makes a super like thick foam. And so
nice
you basically,
and frothy.
Yeah, you basically just have a puck of soap, but then you rub the brush over it until it just foams up into like a lather, and then you just cover your face with that lather, and it's much cheaper than shaving cream.
That sounds so nice.
That's those leather straps that you like sharpen your razors on.
So I don't do that. Don't do that. That's ridiculous. My straight razor. Well, yeah, okay. If you wanted to go that's fine. But my straight razor uses refills. So it's a replaceable blade straight razor.
Okay.
Which is what you want. I mean, you can get the crazy strap ones that you need to. The strap isn't even for sharpening. The strap, like you need to hone that. Like you need to actually get out like a whetstone and like that. That's too much. Like that. I mean, cool on you. If you want to do that, and maybe that's something I would do in the future if I had like money and time and. They look badass. That's all I got to say. These straight razors, like looking at a website of them. Yeah. They're not even that expensive. You can get a nice looking cheap one for like $50, $60. 150 for like an ebony one that looks really nice, made of wood, lacquered. But no, I would recommend replaceable blade straight razors, which are cheap as fuck, and you just buy like a pack of like 500 blades for like $3 and you never run out. Like I've had the same ones for like a decade. Yeah, it's great. Recommend. But the safety razor works like a straight razor, except for that it is like straight up and down. You hold it like a regular razor, and it holds one of those double-edged big razor blades that you see at like utility stores.
Mm-hmm.
And those work just as well as a straight razor, and they're just easier to hold, because the handle just works easier. And they look really cool. I kind of want to get a safety razor as well. Maybe that's a gift idea for someone who wants to get me a Christmas gift or something, is a nice like safety razor set. But I don't shave because I have a beard. Like I only shave my neck, in this.
Which brings us back to Dollar Shave Club, and
nope.
The thing that really works out well for me is I have to shave like twice or maybe 3 times a week.
Jealous.
So I always have way more blades than I actually need. So it ends up being like I'll just get like the blade refills every other month or something like that. I'll use it for like their other products that are generally very nice.
Nice.
We are currently not sponsored by Dollar Shave Club, but we will be glad to get a referral code if they want to get it to us.
DollarShaveClub.com/bite BITE.
I wonder if I could just go on their website right now and see if I can
do it.
It probably is not that hard. I'd have to look under their contact us or join or get a referral code.
So Matt, do you use the 4X or the executive? Because no one should ever use the other one.
I think I use the simple one.
You use the 2-blade?
Yeah.
I
use
can't
that
do
one.
2-blade anymore.
Because I'm a simple kind of man.
I 4X
trying to do something I love and understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. They want they don't have a thing. You have to email and talk to someone. They'll never take us.
That involves talking to people.
Yeah, I'll have to lie about our subscription numbers, and that's just
just fuck those guys. Don't ever go to Dollar Shave Club. Don't buy anything from those assholes.
Yeah, those fuckers.
Fuck those guys.
God damn it! They theoretically turned us down in my head.
This is just like me on every date that I didn't ask for in high school.
October is our most downloaded month.
Turned me down.
All right. In a long time.
It's spectacular.
It is spectacular.
We can keep the shaving talking going for maybe 10 more minutes. I can get a custom soundtrack for it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's not.
Body hair.
Oh, man. Shaving body hair. That's no good.
Yeah, that's no good. I tried that in high school, and it did not turn out well.
Nope. You just.
I just don't.
Be a hairy man. It's fine. It's expected. Okay. So, yeah, but you can get a bidet, right? That you can just hook up to your toilet.
Yeah.
They're not that expensive.
Yeah, but it has to. Well, how does that work? Where does the water come from?
Oh, you just hook it up to the water.
Tank.
What?
You run it from your
tank.
To
a line?
Yeah, you actually can just hook it up to the line.
So it's not the bowl water, it's the tank water?
Either way. You can go either way.
No, you don't want to do bowl water because those are you pooping.
There'll be poop in there.
No, tank.
There's poop in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Would I poop from there?
How does this walk? How does this work now? I'm interested to see how this works. It says it has easy setup and instructions.
How easy?
I don't know. It says easy on Bed Bath & Beyond. It's $72, and it has 1 5-star review. It has a built-in water heater, though.
Mounted bidets for $76 at Lowe's.
Oh, this is bullshit. No, it doesn't have a built-in water heater. It gets hot water from the same hot water valve from your bathroom.
If you've tried a bidet, I highly recommend it.
Oh, yeah.
Glorious.
I've not yet.
You will feel cleaner than you've ever felt. It just washes the sin right away.
Okay. So you can hook this one up 2 ways. You can have toilet tank for cold water only, or the main valve that supplies water to the toilet, and that will get you hot or cold water. Because I guess it has both.
Fair enough.
So it hooks up to the main line, and then you can adjust your temperature, cold, hot, cleaning nozzle, wash, you can get a spray or a stream. Man, it is. I went to France, and I used a bidet in France the first time, so I feel like I did it the correct way. And boy, was it a life-changing experience.
That was a good story. I like the rising
It really
act.
is. Mm-hmm.
Good news, everyone. I've got the shaving soundtrack ready just in the nick of time.
Sure.
Oh wait, I should pitch shift this.
Yeah, what the hell are you doing?
Copyright strike.
Yo,
There's no copyrighted material here.
Yeah, you know what you need to do is just get ridiculous, like...
Let me cut your up.
Alright, this is
I
definitely...
figured this from Looney Tunes.
This is definitely copyrighted.
Oh man, I watched this VHS at my grandparents' house so many times.
Oh yeah, I had the same one, probably. Yeah. Alright, please stop before we get killed. Before I lose all of my rights to have YouTube videos. Anyway.
And then we'll just post them on my channel instead.
Sure, why not? I don't give a fuck.
And then after that, we'll post it on MySpace.
No, never.
We could probably monetize on MySpace.
I could probably monetize on the moon because that's the only way I'll ever be able to monetize anything.
You guys out, but I'm like friends with Tom on MySpace.
Oh shit, man! You got an in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he just liked my look or something because he sent me the request. If you can believe that.
Is he in your top 8?
Yeah.
I have a question, Matt. Now, were you the person that linked to me the like Joseph Townsend and Son YouTube channel? That's just like old timey cooking. Matt, this is the channel.
So, but it sounds like something I would like.
This is the channel for you. It's literally a channel about. I got into such a YouTube hole with this channel. It is literally like, hey, here's recipes from the 1700s, and I'm going to make them using materials, ingredients, and equipment from the 1700s on YouTube, and it's fucking awesome.
Dude, I'm in.
It makes like pemmican. Make your own pemmican. You got like apple fritters, ash cakes, Indian pudding. Like, this is amazing. It's just all like donuts, fried chicken, the way they did it in like a frontier time, steak pudding, chestnut pudding. It's just like the craziest, like old-timey, like cooking stuff, and it's awesome. Like, because it's just really neat to like see how they cooked back, you know, in the turn. It's like late 1700s, early 18. So it's 18th century cooking. So like kind of right at the end of the 18th century when people started writing stuff down. Yeah, it's really neat. It's a really cool channel. I'm gonna
make all this shit.
It's actually surprisingly not too difficult. I mean, most of the ingredients are very simple, you know, because of the time. Except for sometimes it's hard to find shit that they like used for cooking back then that we don't. They like to put cloves in everything, you know.
Oh, I hate cloves. Yeah,
they put cloves in everything, and anise seed, like everything. So if you want licoricey tasting shit, that was back then.
I'm subbing to this shit.
Oh, it's really cool. It's a genius channel. Like it's legitimately interesting. It is like actually educational and just like kind of really different than anything else I've seen. So, all right, we got to move on because what time is it? It's like fucking 9:30 p.m. Right?
Hey guys, when does the podcast start?
Oh yeah, I didn't hit start. Sorry. Let me hit broadcast. No, that'll never happen again. The way that this is
never again.
Because we like make sure it's going and we have the chat and we talk, so we know it's got to be correct. Let's see. Matt, please stop.
I'm sorry.
Please. I can't. I can't. I'm gonna get a copyright strike again because of you. All right. I want to talk about what I got to talk about.
What you got to talk about?
I just want to say this. That song in like different variations is in this game as well. So I'm humming it. Battlefield 2.
I love that song.
This game is one of the best games I've played in like 5 years. Like the single player is so good. Like this game is probably one of the best looking games I've played since like Witcher 3. The multiplayer is like just the best Battlefield since probably like 1942 or like Battlefield 2 maybe. Like I'm trying to think what other good. Oh, Bad Company 2 was really good. It's like the best multiplayer since then. it's just incredibly good. Like, it is so much fun. Like the weapons are just a little bit slower to shoot. You know, it doesn't feel as like hectic and fast paced as the, you know, Battlefield 4, like all automatic weapons all the time, like laser guided rocket shit that was happening, which is fun, you know, in its own way. But like, this is fun. Like, oh, Matt, I could just gush for hours and hours and hours about this game. Like,
dude, I'm gonna get this game. I want this in my life.
It like, the reviews are in. The consensus is this is a good fucking game. Like,
and war games are just so much more interesting when you're using like fucking bolt action rifles.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Like, instead of submachine guns. Like,
oh yeah. I mean, there are lots of submachine guns in this game too, though. I mean, it moves away from the like World War II. Everybody had a bolt action rifle that barely worked. There's SMGs, there's LMGs, you have your machine gun. You know, it's like all that.
There's your heroic attack where you just send like 30 Russians to just die in front of you so that the enemy runs out of bullets.
Yep, that's the no. Unfortunately, the game is definitely not.
Oh no, wait, that was World War II. I got mixed up.
It's true. It's definitely not true to life, but it is. It feels different. You know what I mean? Like, it isn't like World War I authentic, but it feels different.
How is the pigeon gameplay?
I have not. Oh no. Sorry, there's a multiplayer mode called War Pigeons, but that's where it's just capture the flag. No, but the pigeon gameplay is great. There's a moment in the single player, at least one so far. I don't want to like. I don't really know if it's multiple sections where, you know, you're in a tank and you get bogged down, and to warn everybody, you have to send or like to get like, it's basically to send coordinates for artillery back. Like, we're bogged down. Here's the coordinates you need to fire on, and you know, they didn't have radio. They didn't have all the stuff that, you know, even World War II had. So they would send a pigeon with a note tied to its foot, and you get to fly the pigeon back to base.
So fucking insane.
That's awesome.
It's neat. It's just really neat.
People that were sending pigeon messages and riding horses, but then also had tanks and submachine guns. It's just like the craziest fucking war ever. It was like technology that was way beyond what people were prepared for, and like strategies that were just outdated enough to like cause giant bloodbaths.
Oh yeah, that's literally like the number one
fucked up war.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem with that war, is that literally it was like the technology outpaced the ability to like knowledge on how to use it. Like, it just horrible like stuff happened in World War, you know, One. So, and then you get to play it and have fun. But
yeah.
It
uses mustard gas, everyone.
You actually can in multiplayer. But
so, the thing I did hear about the pigeon mission was that it actually is done super well, to where it's like you're in the middle of this chaos, and then for like a brief moment it takes you above it, and you kind of see like the wide scope of things,
and you just see shit just blowing up below you. Like,
yeah,
and you're just like, this is
fucked up.
Yeah, war is hell.
You guys, this is fucked up. Let's not do this anymore.
Yeah, and that's really interesting. Like that's the interesting point I've read in some articles and stuff, is that like the single player is like war is hell. Like, all these like harrowing tales of like people just trying to survive and people getting killed and like just all this really interesting shit. And it's like, all right, let's go on multiplayer. Get in the behemoth to do max damage and blow up as many Germans as you can.
Headshot, teabag,
which is kind of like, you know, like that's just how it is. But like, it's really interesting to see the single player portrayed in that way, and it really doesn't feel like
that German had a family and wife and kids.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't feel like your typical shooter campaign either, because it's kind of split into like different war stories from different places around the war, and like they'll have like 3 or 4 episodes in them, and you know, they just are kind of all their own stories, kind of not really interconnected. So you kind of get to see stuff and get experiences, and you can play them in whatever order you want. So if you like, and it's just really neat. Like it's cool. I'm really excited to try the biplane story. There's like a that. So I need to get my controller hooked up so I can actually fly the planes correctly. That sounds fun. But yeah, it's just neat. It's like, and there's like a stealth section that works pretty well actually in one of these, and I don't know. The campaign is really well put together, and one of the better single player shooter campaigns I've played probably since like Modern Warfare 2, maybe, you know, like just good and interesting. Modern Warfare 2 was neat because it was like the US being invaded, and that was kind of a neat little thing, whereas everything else kind of samey, you know.
I'm glad to hear that this has a at least pretty robust single player campaign.
Oh yeah, it's a good 10 hours, 8 to 10,
Okay.
6 to 10, maybe.
That alone is probably worth the price of admission for me.
Dude, and it's so well put together. The first one you play is like an intro tutorial, and the second one you play is like a tank one where you're basically on a tank crew, like working your way across France, and it is fucking intense. Like, It is just like the tank gameplay is interesting. Your tank is like not surprisingly, but like it's, you know, it's vulnerable, you know, and you have to protect it and hop out and fix it while you're getting fired on, and like it's hectic, but like really, really cool. I like it a lot. Highly recommend that game. On the 5-star scale, I'm gonna have to give it a 5. The only issues it really has is the UI is a bit wonky and lacking in some ways. Like, you can't quit out of a match if you're loading it. So if you play a match and hit continue, you can't quit until it loads the next map. Like, it's just like weird shit like that. It's like, I just want to quit. I'm done, but I can't. And the fact that you can't edit your loadouts without being in a game. But I've seen them address that. DICE was like, actually, we're going to patch that in, but we're waiting for the launch server stability to get better. So, fair enough. So if you want a good shooter, that's the game for you, like 100%. So, I'm going to play more of it later, probably. I can't stop. I can't stop. Oh, okay. We'll talk about one final thing. So in Battlefield games, you've had Conquest, which is the mode that we're used to, which is, you know, capture and hold the points as the tickets. They don't drop down like they did. The first to 1,000 wins. So each kill counts as a ticket, basically. And each point hold, so whoever gets the 1,000 first wins. That's normal. So the mode they added for this is Conquest mode, which is where you pick a campaign, which is like, the Arabian Peninsula. I had a John's Pad rant about this. I just want to say this. There's a YouTube video where some guy was like talking about the best weapon in the game, and he was talking about the trench knife and how like you can just kill a billion people. At the end of a video of him doing that, and he was like, "But I don't know what the hell's up with this desert setting. They're trying to make this World War I. I don't know what the hell they're doing." I was like, "All right, dude, fuck off. Like, literally look it up for 1 second.
It was a world war.
Like literally look it up for 1 second before you make your video comment. Like, I can't imagine you had that idea and then didn't look it up, which blows my mind. You'd be like, did World War II take place in like Turkey in that area? Yeah, it fucking did.
You know what, John? John, you know what? Prank. You've been pranked.
Maybe it was a prank. It's just a prank, bro. But anyway, yeah. No, but so the mode I wanted to talk about was Conquest mode. So you pick a theater of war, that, and then what it does is it strings a bunch of conquest maps together into like a rush style mode. And if you remember from Battlefield Bad Company 2, rush is where one team is attacking, one team's defending, and they have like a map is like sectioned out into stages. And so for the first part of the map, it's like, all right, we got to defend these two objectives. And if you lose those, you get pushed back to the next two objectives and back and back and back until you get to the end of the map and you lose. They've captured everything. You can't recapture once they've been captured. So like the idea is you're just trying to defend like points, which is really fun. Kind of have that attack defense. I loved Rush and Battlefield Bad Company 2, and they have Rush in this. But Conquest basically is like, all right, what if you did Rush on a map, but you play it, and if you lose, you get round 2, where you get to try again from where you were last stopped, and we're going to give you a behemoth, like, which is either a blimp or the armored train or the dreadnought battleship, that's out in the water, just like that blows up everything. And it's just like kind of like, all right, and you get another wave of men to like try and take a point, and then if you lose again, you get the third chance, and then if you lose that, they move on to the next map, and there's like little story elements to it. They talk about like what's happening in the theater of war here, and it's like, and then you move. It's just like basically an hour-long match that's like 3 matches in one. That's just like an epic defense or defensive hold or like offensive like slaughter push. That just really like adds a different like epicness to the battles, which is like really awesome. Not to mention there's like some storyline like talking in it where like the general will be like, we've got to hold men, like or they're gonna take Tripoli from us or whatever the fuck is happening and wherever you're at. It's just adds like some extra pizzazz to the game that just it's fun. Like I love Rush, and this just makes Rush mode more interesting. So it's like they made the game that everyone has been like, hey, we want all of these great features, and they put them all in one game. So I'm loving it. Highly recommend. 5 out of 5. 50 DKP plus to this game. Anyway, Matt, let's get an update. Ooh.
Yeah, so I just prestiged, like, right before this broadcast. I was pulling down a cool 500 trillion cookies per second. But I was plateauing, so I prestiged up. I've got 787 prestige levels. Right now, I'm just making a mere 863 cookies per second, and my all-time cookies are 488 quintillion. So I'm catching up to John.
Yeah, let me just check my stats here. So I've been running this now because Matt was catching up. 3.8 sextillion all-time baked for me.
Okay, well, yeah.
You'll get there. And I got a lucky cookie, so now I got 1.48 quintillion just for clicking it.
So I've got a mini cookie clicker update on my end.
Oh boy!
Now, first of all, I personally still have not been playing since the last time I said I still wasn't playing.
Nice.
But I get home
listed services.
I get home from work one day, and my one daughter is on her school laptop playing Cookie Clicker. And the other
You're like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
The other one is continuing my game in Google Chrome. So
where did you learn this from? I learned it from you, Dad.
Yeah, they did. They totally did.
Yeah. Yep.
No more Cookie Clicker.
No more Cookie Clicker.
Until I get some actual cookies.
You should tell them about PewDiePie's YouTube simulator.
No.
Are they way into PewDiePie?
Not really.
Everybody's way into PewDiePie.
When I got home today, right before we started this podcast, my one daughter was watching this video called Hulk Gets Sick, Needs Shot, Prank Videos, Superheroes in Real Life, Play-Doh Animation Spider-Man.
Oh, no. Are those creepy, weird videos where everyone dresses up in, like, bad costumes?
Well, this is similar to those, but right now it's claymation.
Oh, God. I just want to say...
they watch those, too.
That those videos are the weirdest shit I have ever seen. Like,
yep.
H3H3 talked about these in the thing. And he was just like, what the fuck is happening right now on YouTube? There are these videos that are like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, you just have, like, it's like Elsa and Spider-Man go buy some Drano and clean a sink. Like, and they have, like, 70 million views.
Yep, this one here has 28 million.
There's no dialogue. Like, it's literally just, like... I don't even describe this. It's literally just, like, them, like, no dialogue. They're all just like, like, Simlish, basically. Like, not saying words. And then, like, doing shit, and they're all dressed up in costumes, and it's, like, the fucking weirdest shit in the world. And it gets a bazillion views to the point where there's like channels copying like that style and getting like billions of views. It is just like, anyway, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not a YouTube hero, by the way.
But, why? Did you get rejected?
I asked to be one and I have not heard back.
Oh, you're getting the cold shoulder.
I guess. I don't know.
I officially don't... I officially no longer understand what the kids are up to online anymore, and I've stopped caring. And you know, it's kind of liberating to just not give a shit anymore.
I just don't know what the fuck these like weird Elsa videos are.
I mean, some of the ones they play are claymation. Some of them are like grown-ups dressed up in costume, making up stories. Some of them are just like grown-ups dressed up in costumes but playing with little dolls.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Yeah, like, all right, let me find a video here. So Spider-Man and Frozen Elsa versus Joker with Pink Spider-Girl, Anna, and Batman. Superhero fun in real life. This is the video that I had linked to me. It's some really bad costumes. It's like vaudeville almost. And like Elsa eats all the fucking bubble gum.
I don't understand how they get 28 million views.
No,
in their
this video has 232 million views.
Actually,
what is this?
More than anything, besides my kids watching this and besides whatever, this is going to ruin my recommended videos.
Yeah.
Because I'm still logged in.
So, okay, really interesting thing about this though, Ethan talks about this in his video, but if you look at these videos, right, and they're just like, how the fuck does this have 232 million views? It's literally like Elsa eating candy and making baby faces. Like this is really ridiculous. Like, do babies watch this? I don't know. And if you look at the like views to comments ratio, it's abnormal. Like for a video with 232 million views, and this is the biggest one by far.
These are bought and paid for comments.
They have to be because there's 11.
Like they're random words like.
Yep.
Sonaki Marson says online. LG says long.
Yep. Like, there's 11,000 comments for 232,000 views. So this is clearly, and I just want to say that I am not allowed to monetize my videos, and there are 100% clearly videos cheating for views.
Let me just say this one thing: Spider-Man, Frozen Elsa, Baby Masha versus Jokey Harley Quinn.
Frozen Elsa Vampire Toilet Attack with Spider-Man Joker, Maleficent Princess Anna Toys, Superheroes IRL.
Webs and Tiaras, it's called. I mean, I want to do like an investigation on this. Like, what the fuck is this?
Well,
so I'm going to look into this next week.
Even though that's on my suggested feed, the one my kids do is Toys and Funny Kids Surprise Eggs.
Hey, can you not fucking play with that right now?
I'll play with whatever I want.
Yeah. Let's just see. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of like... I don't really know. Like, people are on the Ethan subreddit here trying to get in this. I mean, like, there's apparently just like for a hack account, it seems weird though, because it's like this account, which is Toy Monster, was started in 2014. Like, and the billion views haven't been happening since like March of this year. So like they just didn't do anything for 2 years. Like, it's just, and apparently there's like all these weird other channels that kind of do the same thing. What the fuck is happening?
Why is it always Spider-Man?
And there's like a lot of Pregnant Elsa storylines, which are really weird.
There's a lot of Pregnant Elsa Flash games too.
I mean, it is just, well, yeah.
What is going on with the world?
I don't know. What was that? Was that JonTron that went on the like weird Chinese knockoff Flash games website that was like Frozen Elsa foot surgery? Like,
yes.
Stuff? It's like, what are these games? Who is making this?
I saw some of that before that JonTron video, but yeah, he did.
This is like the future of the world that we have. Is like ridiculous memeified SEO optimized content. BuzzFeed, I blame BuzzFeed.
Social Blade's estimate is showing this Spider-Man Frozen Marvel Superhero Real Life channel as pulling down between $6,000 and $40,000 a day in earnings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
All right, guys, I know what we have to do.
Yeah, this web's
burn the internet. Start over.
Yeah, this Webs and Tiaras channel apparently is estimated making $88,000 to $1.4 million a month. It's the 108th most viewed channel.
I'm struggling to pay bills, and this crap, really?
How?
Okay, so
how
we'll
is
get the Spider-Man costume, and John can dress up as Elsa.
Uh-huh.
And then we just pull some shitty Benny Hill editing.
Yeah, it's literally what it is.
That's fine. I can be Zelda.
Zelda, yes. Okay. I have a Batman costume from when I was like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Hashtag hack the YouTube.
I need to figure this out. Like,
there's nothing to figure out. There's no sanity in this world, John.
No, there has to be.
You just look into the abyss, and it drives you mad, and then you dive in. That's how the internet works.
I want guesses as to what this is, like how this has happened, because like I want to say like the content in these videos is like complete eye garbage. Basically, it's like literally, This one's called Spider-Man Vampire Toilet Attack with Frozen Elsa Joker, Maleficent Princess Anna Toys.
Yeah.
Is there like a fucking toilet? Yeah, there's a toilet that's got teeth.
This is just like they're like this is PewDiePie's YouTube simulator. You see what's trending, and then you make that video. And you just do it ad infinitum over and over and over and over. You're trapped in your tiny little room.
I think that honestly, the world had someone like mass put like LSD trace amounts in the water, like has just created this consciousness of this world into which these videos can get 8 billion views. This guy doesn't even have the Spider-Man costume all the way on. It's like, come on!
Oh my god!
Okay, so all right, I want you guys to guess.
First Joker Harley.
I want you guys to guess what this video's like. What is the story behind this? I want you to guess. Come on.
I'm watching Frozen Elsa take off her dress while Spider-Man waits outside. So
Great.
I'm a little bit occupied right now.
Okay.
I missed the full title of this video is Frozen Elsa loses her dress, Spider-Man vs. Joker, Harley Quinn, Big Butt, Paw Patrol, superheroes fun.
Paw Patrol? No.
It's just
Oh,
I don't. I'm like trying to go through the rabbit hole here, and figure out like how legit versus
Spider-Man big butt with pink Spider-Girl big butt, bad Joker cake prank, Frozen Elsa IRL superhero fun.
I mean, it seems like it's legit, but odd. Like what?
I mean, isn't that the kind of thing that Life with Loopy kind of started with, except for not using this, proprietary property?
Yeah. Well, I feel like this is like deserves like a deep dive, and maybe I could get into it because, like, okay, so this channel, Webs and Tiaras, has to be registered by someone. Like it has, and it has to go to a company. And if it's a company that's like an LLC, they have to have their names listed and that. And then I'm gonna have to like go on a fucking deep dive and see where it is. My guess is this is some weird Russian mafia money laundering scheme. Like what they're doing is paying for video views, right? Like they're dirty money to fucking.
We're gonna do some deep dive here.
I know. I'm saying this right now. We don't have time to deep dive tonight while we're talking.
Okay, so
wait, no, but I want to get my theory out. I want you to try and tell me what it is before I tell you my theory.
But I might have confirmation.
Okay, I'm saying this because I want to say my theories. This is a Russian, like, or some like Eastern European mafia money laundering scam where they pay money to like Pakistan for views, and then fucking rubles or whatever, or for Click Farm to watch YouTube videos to gain ad revenue hits, to get that $1 million a month in clean YouTube US dollars. That's what I'm saying.
So John, I'm going to tell you this.
Okay.
I'm on a channel right now called Superhero vs. Superhero.
Okay.
The title of the video is Pregnant Pink Spider-Girl vs. Bad Baby with Spider-Man Frozen Elsa Twin Babies vs. Joker in real life. So Pregnant Pink Spider-Girl walks in with some grocery bags that say Rolik. Quick Google, Rolik is a Czech grocery chain.
Fuck yes, I knew it. They looked kind of Eastern European.
That's an Eastern European thing.
Dude, man, holy shit. I'm glad I was able to get that call out before you had like a little confirmation. Oh, fuck, man.
Bytecast listeners, if we for some reason do not record an episode next week, you know where we went.
The Czechs got us.
Please call the authorities.
We're on the run in Bratislava.
So, like, because I mean, if you're looking at, I could just do a whole like fucking just thing on this, like, an expose. If I had the ability.
Yeah, I was going to that analytics site trying to see if I could see where their views are coming from geographically.
I don't think they share that information.
I think all the views are fake though. Like,
why are my kids watching it?
Well, because they generate so many fake views, they get pushed up to the top of the recommendeds. Because I'm sure they're tagging, or not tagging. But they're not tagging. They're
why are my kids choosing to watch this crap?
But they're not tagging. They're sorry. They're putting. So this is the other SEO thing they're doing is they're putting in like their names of all the characters and everything in the title of the video.
Yeah.
So it's like a
and they're all the same. It's all the same group on all of these different channels.
Oh yeah, no, because I think people have said like there's multiple channels. It's these are all the same people, and they're just putting content on like 5 different channels. Like, I think I might be onto something.
Spider-Man, Frozen Elsa, Life, and Superhero.
In the description. In the description here, way at the bottom, it mentions I used Play-Doh to make the character shown in this video. Play-Doh is also called Play-Doh, Play-Doh spelled differently, clay, plasticine, plastilin, plastilin, and all the different languages it's in. So I know Play-Doh is probably a big thing on that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is Fluffy Jet Toys channel has the Play-Doh version of Pink Spider-Girl pregnant with Spider Baby Spider-Man stop motion Play-Doh superheroes in real life smiley face.
This is okay. This is even weirder.
And hey, I don't think you paid for this Austin Powers song.
This is okay. Check this shit out. All right, so this is like
it?
a live fucking thing. Hi and welcome to Webs and Tiaras, an official channel for Toy Monster compilations. Here you will find video compilations of your favorite superhero and princess. So I don't know if this is the original thing. So this is not. This is Toy Monster must be like the real. Yeah, is this the real one with these weird fucking shit videos? Yeah, for sure. All right, let's go to About. So I'm just going to the Webs and Tiaras one. I want to say details for business inquiries, contact, and the email address is a Gmail with like someone's fucking real person name, country Canada. Let's see here. Let's go to Toys
Hey, I don't
Monster.
think you're in Canada.
Okay, toymonster.com, or the Toy Monster, which has 1,300,000 subscribers as compared to Webs and Tiaras, which has 3.9 million subscribers. Same email address, same country. So they're monetizing two separate channels. Let's check out Super Friends channel here that's suggested. Let's go to the About page. Country, Canada. No link for description here. This is like literally... These are all the same like person that runs all of these channels.
It is.
And they're just monetizing each one. And it is absolutely terrible. And it's interesting, each channel...
And they're getting so many more views than me!
Each channel has different... Okay, each channel, though, has different thumbnail styles. Which leads me to believe they're trying to do some sort of optimization with, like...
Yeah, some crazy-ass A/B testing.
Yeah, like, let's see which... Is this just like a YouTube experiment? To, like, see what people click on? Like...
What the fuck is
Why is Spider-Man capturing Joker? He's a DC villain. This is not real.
I'm watching the same video. Why is Elsa there? Why is Elsa always there?
Okay,
It's
but these are
always
literally
Elsa, Joker, and Spider-Man.
all owned by this. Like, I just want to say this because, like, all the women that are dressed up as Elsa and whatnot, where you can see their faces, not to like be like, oh, you know, the women, because they're the only characters that aren't wearing masks. Basically, are the Disney princesses. They all look not. It does not look American. These videos. This is from a different country, which is probably why they don't talk.
Check.
You know what I mean? You're right. This is probably why they don't talk. So I don't know. This is Russia. This is a false flag operation. The campaign monitors are going to come. There's a Linux standee in the backyard of this person's where they're taking the video. There's like a okay, like the election monitors are going to come from Russia here and take over.
This is hurting my soul.
Oh God, if I can watch one of these and maybe I can get...
Spider-Man just shot cotton balls out of his wrist to grab a file to get out of jail.
I want to just say this, that these videos are probably what you could use to torture someone. Like, to, like, get them to, like... Okay, come on. Oh, shit, there's cars in the background. Fuck. All right. Let's see if I can get a license plate. Oh man, this is like really interesting though, because you could totally like. This is something insane. Like this is literally something insane.
There are levels here that I'm not prepared to.
I feel like someone's gonna show up at my door and be like, "You need to stop talking. This is deeper than you. Here's $100 if you shut up." And I'd be like, well, you know, pay me $240. That pays for the hosting for the year.
Joker Girl versus Frozen Elsa and Spider-Man.
Okay, we need to stop.
Pink Spider Girl.
We need to stop talking about
movie.
We need to stop talking about videos we're watching, and I'm gonna go deeper into the hole and discover more.
This hurts me so much.
All right, but we gotta wrap it up.
I can't look away.
We're at time.
Up inside. So I got an iPhone 7 Plus.
Okay. How's that?
Can't stop thinking about Frozen Elsa.
Can you throw away all of your headphones? Can I have all your headphones? You don't need them anymore because you're in the future where headphones are courageously not used.
Here's the thing. The battery life is good enough that I don't need to worry about charging it while I'm at work. I can easily make it through a whole day. And now that I'm starting to think of headphones as unnecessary, like the cord is just incredibly annoying to me. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with Bluetooth earbuds.
Nice. The wireless future.
Yeah.
I mean,
like once I realize it's not like a necessary thing, then I immediately notice every time it's slightly annoying me, and that's why I'm with headphone cords now.
I will say this though, Matt, because it sounds like you haven't used Bluetooth a lot for listening to stuff.
Just in the shower.
Bluetooth really sucks. Not necessarily the quality. The quality is lesser, of course. Not like if you're listening to fucking talk radio or whatever, and you're not some audiophile, you're fine.
I think I know where you're going with this.
It's the connectivity is kind of bad. The range isn't great.
And when it goes from quiet, when it goes from quiet to sound, you a lot of times lose actual parts of your song because it doesn't realize it should be transmitting.
It's just the wireless. Like, it's an old technology. Like, it works, but it's not like analog is fucking great because there's nothing getting into the way from the audio getting into your ears. It is just like a straight metal on metal connection into your ears.
Yeah, I mean usually I just like vibrate a pen across a wax cylinder when I'm listening to music at work, but like
True. But anyway, what I'm saying is the corded headphones just work so well, and Bluetooth is just, that's the thing that bothers me. It's like, if they were to do, let's move away from headphones, hey, we have a new technology better than Bluetooth, it'd be like, oh, that's really interesting, like, great. But like, it's like Bluetooth kind of sucks. It works, but it just doesn't, like, I don't know.
But
like,
if the newer the device, the better it works, though, because
that's possible for sure.
My 5S had like a ton of connection issues with the when I was trying to hook it up with the shower radio. But then this one is just always the first time it works every time.
Yeah, my Galaxy S6 works really well with Bluetooth though, like compared to like the S3 I had before. Like, I have Bluetooth on at all times. It doesn't really seem to affect the battery. And like when I want to use my Bluetooth speaker, I literally just turn it on, and then it just like makes a boop, and then the audio is going straight to it. Like, so it works really well. It just, I don't know. Maybe it's fine. I've only had shitty Bluetooth headphones because I don't want to spend a bunch of money on them. So maybe, I don't know. Whatever. You'll have to report back once you get some nicer Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah. But another thing I've noticed is I'm not a fan of the new home button.
No, the non-button
like
button.
I'm pressing anything, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that when they had that on the PS4. Is like that, where it's not actual buttons. You just kind of touch.
Like,
I hated that.
If you're holding the phone and you're not like, it's not set on a surface, then you have to kind of just grab it and squeeze it from the back and the front to make the button work.
Well, it's better than...
It's super annoying.
It's better than the Nexus, was it the 7? The Android Nexus 7 that had no button. It was just it was all software button at the bottom, which was like, all right, like, why?
Yeah.
The way the Samsung S6 works is, it is the home button is a button, but like the other two buttons, the what is it? The window button, which is the show all the windows you have open button, and then the back button are both the same as that where they're capacitive touch buttons on the actual hardware. So it kind of has both.
The craziest thing about this phone, other than getting used to its massive size that doesn't feel like a phone at all, is my old phone was like 16 gigabytes. This is 250. Like, yeah. I don't know how I'm going to fill this whole thing, but trust me, there's going to be so much music and porn and apps on here.
I got to give them credit for that. Like, they stepped that shit up.
It's like, it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, like, what's the smallest you can get is 128, right?
Yeah, for the pluses, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like, because I hate having 16 gigs. Or, well, actually, Samsungs are all 32 now. Is the smallest.
I would fill that just with podcasts, and like,
apps.
When I'm doing like a live action music video for YouTube, like my phone is my camera.
Yeah.
So I would love to be able to store footage on there without having to rip it to the computer constantly.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's great. I don't know. That's good to hear.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
good. Like if you have a 6 or a 6 plus, don't upgrade. It's not worth it. If you have a 5, it's probably worth it. Anything before that, it's definitely worth it.
You know what I'll say? I watched a movie this last weekend. I watched the Steve Jobs movie, the Fassbender one. The Fassbender one. The one directed by the guy what directed Slumdog Millionaire. I think that's one just called Steve Jobs.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's good. The acting's good, but
I had high hopes for Danny Boyle, but he just really hasn't done anything recently.
I liked the movie as a showcase of Michael Fassbender's acting. He's really good. Like the Aaron Sorkin dialogue's really good. Like it's Matt, what if I were to tell you that the movie takes place exclusively behind the scenes before every Apple launch and like goes through the years?
I knew this.
You're like, that's
very Slumdog Millionaire-y.
It's interesting, except for that once you realize the entire movie takes place in like green rooms, you're like, it feels kind of claustrophobic. You know,
but it doesn't cut away to that, like the way Slumdog Millionaire would cut away.
Oh,
to, like,
no.
Really?
There's maybe one or two cutaways.
I thought that was like the frame story, and then it would cut away a bunch.
No. There's like 2 or 3 cutaways to the garage with Wozniak and Jobs, and then like 2 or 3 cutaways to like a restaurant where he's talking to the guy that he gets from Pepsi to be CEO of Apple. Like, there's like 3 cutaways. It's crazy, but it's really interesting, and it paints Steve Jobs in the correct light as he was a fucking douchebag. Like,
yeah,
very, and you can't, I don't know. Can you say genius? Maybe. But you have to realize that, like, the first 80% of the movie is him releasing products that completely failed. like the original Macintosh, which absolutely no one bought because it was overpriced. The Next computer, which never even came out when he got fired from Apple. He worked there, but then
the Newton.
He didn't have anything to do with that. That was when he was gone. And that Newton failing so hard was the reason why he came back, because they were like, "Fuck."
Apple,
and then he made, and the movie ends.
Amateur circumcision machine.
Yes, and the movie ends with the iMac, of course, which was a big hit. So, so I don't know, but it's really interesting just about how like he kind of has his vision, and anyone that disagrees with him, he is very cold to, and like a crass way, and it's just really interesting to watch. Like it definitely pulls no punches, but shows kind of an interesting thing. And Kate Winslet's in it, so any movie she's in, I'm all up on.
Yeah,
I like
and then the zombies show up, and they're like the really fast, ragey zombies.
I would definitely say it's worth watching, like 100%. But it was not what I was expecting. Yeah. Anyway, but I think we're done. We got to finish.
Hey, Danny Boyle,
yep.
Get on that. 28 months later.
You guys excited to see Jack Reacher never go back?
Nope.
Well, it's got a bad Rotten Tomatoes score.
It was magnificent.
Mm-hmm.
And the next movie I see is probably going to be Star Wars.
All right.
It's not a lot coming out this year that I'm excited about.
No. Rogue One looks incredible.
It looks so good.
That Logan movie looks good, but that's not coming out for a while.
That's like March 2017.
The Guardians of the Galaxy trailer came out.
Which comes out.
Boy, that looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch that movie again. All right. We gotta end though. It's like we're way past time. It's like 4 hours we've been recording.
Close to that.
I don't
All right.
think that's...
Thanks for listening. You can go to borninthE80s.net to leave a comment. Matt, get that music going. To like, comment, subscribe. Go to our Facebook page. Like, comment, subscribe. If you would like to watch me dress up as Elsa and do videos, please donate to our Patreon.
Yeah.
Which is if you just
I'll get a
Born...
Spider-Man bodysuit.
Which you just, if we can earn enough money on Patreon to pay for costumes, we'll do it. And we'll shoot a Webs and Tiaras video. I will deep dive more, so next week we'll have to figure that out. Because
I'm going to try and do my best to forget that world exists.
I mean... Like,
what is it? What is happening? There's got to be an explanation, right?
I know it. If I look up Webs and Tiaras, check, right? Like you said, like the only things that come up are the Webs and Tiaras YouTube channel, the H3H3 Productions Reddit thread about the real secret where a guy was trying to figure out more and he got nowhere, the socialblade.com views insights thing, another video stats website, and that's it. Everything else is stuff for like actual tiaras and stuff for sale. Like this shit is ghost, which is why it has to be.
I want to
fake.
dive into this, but I will be wrapped up in Ghost Adventure stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to need you to take the lead on this investigation.
I know, and I'm going to be really busy next week at work, so I don't know. I'll try and figure it out though, but it's going to like force me to watch these videos in HD and take screen caps of like backgrounds.
What's the end game? Cuz if they're search optimizing with their titles and their characters and stuff, and they're buying views and buying comments. Like, what are they trying to do? What's the end game? And you can't see any of their faces, so they're not trying to make stars.
No, you can see some of their faces, but for the majority, they're all behind masks.
I guess, yeah.
Anyway.
They're trying to parlay this into international pop stardom for some of the Elsas, but not all of the Elsas, and definitely not the Lady Spiderman. Yeah, and why is that? Do you think they had like, hey, wife, I need you to be Lady Spider-Man. Oh, but I'm pregnant. No, it's fine. We'll just work with it.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
I'm gonna have nightmares about this.
I don't know what to do. It's too weird. Like there has to be something behind this, and we're gonna find it. Together, we'll find it. All right. Thanks for listening. We will catch you next week.
Bye-bye.
TJ, give me a final word.
Despair.
Oh, God. Why? Why, God? Why? Why would God have allowed this?
Half of it is from this, and the other half is I just watched Kirkazot's new video, which was talking about the false.
Oh, yeah. I watched that earlier.
Wait, who?
Love that.
Kirkazot, the in the nutshell guy?
I don't know who that is.
It's a German channel.
Okay.
They did the gamma ray burst video that we talked about a while ago.
Okay.
They have a new vacuum metastability evaporation event.
No.
Video. The world just disappearing.
No. Okay. Well, while the world disappears, Mercury will cover himself in glitter. We'll hack the Mercury hashtag, and maybe we'll get him on, but we'll have some fun. Catch you next week.
Speaking at a slightly elevated voice, because that's what I usually end up doing.
Yeah, TJ, can you talk a bit?
Yeah, I'm attempting to speak. Are you hearing things?
Oh, I can hear you.
Hearing things at a normal voice that I tend to talk in this podcast.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, cool. That's the thing.
Yeah, Oh, how are you recording? Like, what's your microphone setup?
Oh, no, turn off. Okay, sorry. I'm still doing it through the phone, but now I'm using my old Xbox One stereo headset.
What happened to your other one? Did it just not work?
It's just if I move the audio jack a little bit, it like either goes like half my audio goes out, half my microphone goes out. I just don't want to bother today.
People are watching.
Who's watching?
Me. I'm watching.
And me. So there's the 3.
Oh, you are? You don't usually watch.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Although, how do I get it out of the...
There's the ... You can pop out the chat like I do.
Yeah, I got that.
And then you can
pop
close
out.
the window, right? Yeah. Wait.
Alright, well, I suppose I should probably tweet out this.
That shit.
I'm about to.
All that jizzazz.
Oh, but I just already closed the window.
Hey, baby. I wanna know if you would be my girl. Tweet. Tweet. Tweet.
Finest weed in the South Valley.
Ruffalo.
What the fuck?
What happened?
Hey, Lauren. Anyway. Alright, so ready?
Yes, sir.
As will ever be.
Alright. Matt, you ready?
Yeah.
Adam, are you ready?
Adam.
I'm too stoned to do this.
Oh, man. Alright. Welcome to Spooky Mormon Hell Dream. Alright. I just want to make sure I'm not too loud.
Of the intro.
I just don't know I'm too loud. Alright. I'm ready to actually start now. Oh god, not that again. That was the hell version of that song. Alright, here we go. Welcome! Alright, you guys need to be quiet for me to intro.
I just finished defecating and there's shit all over my ass.